Okay. I'm going to get someone looking at the screen like, what in the world if you can't hear me? So I always trust that you can. But let's get started in child's pose. So come to the back of your mat, big toes together, send the knees out wide. And then for this particular child's pose, reach your arms out in front of you and bring the palms of the hands together to touch. And then drop your head between your arms. Press into the pinkies and see if you can lift your elbows right up off of the mat so it's a little more active. And just take a big, deep, full inhale through your nose there. And then open your mouth and exhale half. Release the elbows. And just lift your hands. Keep the palms together to touch. Lift your hands up and then bring your thumbs to the back of your neck. And you can just let that be chill, or maybe walk your elbows forward a little bit on your mat so you feel perhaps a little more of a stretch there. And a deep full inhale through your nose. But this time, seal your lips, exhale right back out through your nose. And for the rest of today's practice, in through the nose, out through the nose. A friend and I were debating the difference between what is usually my philosophy, dance like no one is watching, dance like no one's watching, and her philosophy, which is dance like everyone is watching. I encourage you this morning to take her philosophy and just see what that feels like for you to move your body almost like you are performing on a stage. So making everything as big, as full, as animated, as lively as you can. Even in this child's pose, can you push the palms of the hands together, spread the fingers wide without straining? Deep, full breath in. Just soften where you can and exhale. And next time you breathe in, reach your hands forward along the mat. Again, pinkies to the mat, lift the elbows. And when you exhale, simply release your hands back by your knees. Lift your chest. Hands come right up to your thighs. Good old thunderbolt pose. Reach the right arm out to the right and back behind you. And then inhale, lift your hips up. Maybe reach the left arm up. Yeah, and let's see if you can drive your hips forward. Lift your chest up high. Take up space. Big, full breath in. Exhale, gently lower the hips. Come back to center. And it's the same thing, other side. Take a big inhale, reach over to the left. Sweep the right arm up, hips forward. Big breath. Right. Can you push into the left hand a little more? Maybe drive the hips forward, chest up higher, big reach, inhale. Exhale, gently lower down back to center, hands to thighs. Yeah, when you shift forward, come to a tabletop position, breathe in, exhale, and just walk your knees underneath your hips. Take a big breath in and reach the right leg back behind you. So tuck your right toes first and push your right heel backwards. Yeah, and then when you exhale, reach the left hand forward, pinky to the mat, thumb up. Inhale, lift both right leg, left arm, and breathe here. Just creating as much length as you can. So reach top of the head forward, left fingers forward, kick your right heel back, breathe in. And when you exhale, bend the right knee and reach the left hand around towards your right foot. Really push into the right hand and lift your chest here. And if you can, grab your right foot, kick your right foot into the left hand, right, to lift the chest a little higher. Yeah, nice, beautiful, big full breath in, right, like you're dancing it up there. And exhale here. And then inhale, reach in opposite directions again, kick the right heel back, reach the left hand forward. And exhale, release back to tabletop. Other leg, same idea. Inhale, left leg back, tuck the toes, push the heel back. Exhale, reach the right hand forward, pinky to the earth, right thumb up. Yeah, then push into the left hand. Inhale, lift your left leg and the right arm and reach. Big breath, big stretch. And gently just kind of hug the abs in for support. Bend the left knee, reach the right hand towards your left foot, maybe grab the left foot. And just rise from there. All right, chest high, big kick, big breath. Next time you inhale, reach in opposite directions, right hand forward, left foot back, stretch. And exhale, release, tabletop. Nice big breath in, right where you are. Lift your chest, lift your tailbone. And when you exhale, push into the hands and the top of the feet. Puff your shoulder blades up. You want a little extra fun today, push into the tops of the feet and lift your knees up 1 inch to hover. Hold here for 3. Try to kiss the shoulder blades all the way to the sky. 2. Just 1 more big breath in. Exhale, lower the knees, big toes together, knees wide, child's pose. Walk your hands in toward your knees, lift your chest, and we'll let the whole thing flow. Thunderbolt to the right, reach to the right, sweep the left arm up, big breath in, hips forward and high. Exhale, lower the hips, come back to center. Other side, take a full breath in, left hand back, sweep the right arm up. Exhale, back to center. Shift forward, tabletop, breathe in, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, just walk the knees underneath your hips. Inhale the right foot back, tuck the toes. Exhale the left hand forward, pinky down. Inhale, lift right leg, left arm. Exhale, bend the right knee, reach the left hand around, lift your chest. Take a full breath in, reach in opposite directions again. And exhale, tabletop. Left toes back, breathe in. Exhale, reach the right hand forward. Inhale, lift left leg, right arm. Exhale, bend the left knee, reach the right hand back behind you. Full breath in to reach in opposite directions. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your chest, tilt your tailbone. Exhale, push the earth away, puff the shoulder blades up, maybe lift the knees. Yeah, take a breath in, gently drop the knees, flat back. Exhale, child's pose, big toes together, knees out wide. Yeah, walk your hands in towards your knees, lift your chest. And we'll add on a little bit this round. So same thunderbolt, take a breath in, sweep to the right, left arm high. This time hold here, goal post the left arm. So pull the left elbow down to the left. And try to lift your chest kind of up and through your arms. And take 1 more breath in there. Huge full breath out. When you inhale, just lengthen out the left arm again. And then exhale, lower down, come back to center. Other side, same idea. Sweep big to the left, right arm high, inhale. Exhale, goalpost, pull the right elbow down, lift your chest through. Yeah, breathing here. Next time you inhale, lengthen out the right arm. And exhale, lower the hips, come back to center. This time, inhale, high plank. So shift forward, shoulders over wrists, tuck the toes, lift the thighs. Yeah, full breath in here. And then exhale all the way to the belly. Shift forward first. So chest forward, come like more onto your tippy toes almost. And then send the elbows straight back behind you, lower all the way down to the ground. Sphinx pose, come up onto the forearms. You can walk your elbows in so they're directly behind the wrists. Elbows directly behind the wrists so they're not pointed like out to the sides, yeah? And then just push your hands down into the mat and try to lift your chest up and forward, yeah. We're doing a lot of booty work this month. Maybe not everyone who hears this, but I know we are. So try to release your glutes here. Sometimes it feels a little funky, but see if you can release the glute muscles. Continue to lift your chest up. And then take your left hand and angle it in towards your right wrist. Just left hand, move it in towards the right wrist. Bend the right knee. And squeeze your right heel towards your bum. Yeah, push into the left forearm, lift your chest. Inhale, reach the right arm up and back. And see if you can grab onto the inside or the big toe side of your right foot. And if you happen to have it, just gently hug your right heel in towards your bum. As far as it goes without forcing it. Right? Just letting breath and gravity do all the work. Now make sure you're not sinking your shoulders down like I just did. Try to keep lifting your chest up towards the sky. Lower the right leg back down, release the right arm. Then the left hand forward, back to Sphinx. Just push into both forearms, push the hands down. Claw your hands back and in towards your hips and lift your chest up and forward. Release the glutes. Yeah. And then right hand angles in towards the left wrist. Bend the left knee, just with the leg, hug your heel towards your bum. Lift your chest up and out of the shoulders, yeah. And then press into the right forearm, lift left arm up and back, and see if you can gently hug that left heel in towards your bum. This is a total, it's all a you do you moment, but particularly here, just be mindful of what feels good for you. And gently release the left leg down. Bring your left forearm forward. Angle the right hand straight forwards. Your back in Sphinx. Super duper big breath in. Push your hands down into the earth. Pull them back towards your hips. And lift your chest. Yeah, exhale here. Soften the glutes. Take one more big inhale. And when you exhale, everything stays the same, but just push into the forearms, push into the tops of the feet, and lift your hips up. See if you can find a forearm plank with your toes on tucked. If you need to, tuck your toes. Breath of fire. So rapid pulse. Right, with the belly button in towards your spine. And your breath out through your nose. You got 8, 4, 3, 2. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower the knees, walk your hands back towards your knees, child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide. Forehead to the mat. Fill up your lungs. Empty them out. And walk your hands in towards your knees, lift your chest. Yeah. So I used to dance when I was like most of my childhood. And when I was learning a dance, I kind of mark it. I wouldn't do it full out. There's no penalty for making mistakes here. So just make that movement as big as you can, even if you're not totally sure about it. Whatever feels good for you, go for it. Reach to the right, sweep the left arm up, thunderbolt. Take a big full inhale. Goal post the left arm. Exhale, lift your chest through. Inhale, reach the left arm back. And then exhale, lower down, come back to center. Other side, fill up your lungs, reach to the left, thunderbolt, hips up high. Exhale, goalpost. Big inhale, reach the right arm up. And huge exhale, lower the hips, come back to center. Shift forward, high plank. Take a big breath in, strong. Exhale all the way down 1 unit until you get to the floor. Untuck your toes, come to the forearms, Sphinx, elbows in. Left hand comes in to meet the right wrist. Exhale. Inhale, bend the right knee, reach the right hand back towards the right foot. And when you exhale, just lower it all down back to center. Right hand angles in towards the left. Reach around for the left foot. Come back to center, breathe in. Hands straight forward, breathe out. Rapid breath of fire, push into the forearm, lift your thighs, push in the tops of the feet. Exhale, exhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a big breath in. Lower the knees, push back, child's pose, let it go. This time, inhale, tabletop onto the hands and knees. And when you exhale, down dog, tuck your toes and pull the hips up and back. Yeah, let all the fresh, all the oxygenated blood come into the legs. We've done a lot with the knees bent for like 15 whole minutes. So you just let the blood flow here. Push your hands down and forward, pull the hips way up and back and breathe. And next time you inhale, imagine kind of like you're wearing high heels. It's like my least favorite thing in the world, but push into the balls of the feet and lift your heels up as high as you can. Yeah. Push your hands down and forward and lift the hips up and back. And just stay here, breathe in. And when you exhale, keep the heels up high, but bend your knees and pull your hips towards the back of the mat. Breathe. It's here for 3, push the hands down and forward. 2, pull your hips up and back. Last full breath here. Empty it out completely. And then on empty, look forward at your hands and just walk your feet behind the wrists. Yeah, feet behind the wrists. Bend your knees. And then plant the left hand down on the ground. Lengthen out your right leg. So left knee bent, left hand to the ground, lengthen out the right leg. Take a breath in and reach your right arm out to the right and up high. If it feels okay for you, follow your right hand with your gaze. Look up at the right hand. Yeah. If you can pull your chest forward away from the hips as you breathe in. And then when you exhale, push into the left hand and see if you can twist a little bit more from the belly button. Do that one more time. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, push into the left hand to twist. Take one more really big breath in here. Reach up through the right fingers. And then exhale, lower the right hand. Yeah, bend your right knee. Push into the right hand. Lengthen out the left leg. Right knee bent. Push into the right hand. Take a breath in. Reach your left arm out wide to the left and up high. Look at the left hand if that feels okay. Yeah, breathe. And just that same thing, create some space, pull your chest forward, inhale. Push it in the right hand, see if you can twist a little more, exhale. One more time, inhale, chest forward. And then exhale right from the belly button, twist. And big full breath in. Exhale, lower the left hand, bend both knees again, drop your head. And just push down into both feet, big toes, little toes, center of the heels. And as you push down, navel to spine, and slowly rise up. Just one vertebrae at a time. And creating a little length in the side body. When you stand, you can keep your feet hips width distance apart. Push into both feet. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Take your right hand and grab your left wrist. Right hand and grab your left wrist. And so just big breath in there, hip bones forward, top of the head high, reach your left fingers high. And then exhale, take your right hand and pull your left wrist over to the right. Push into both feet and try to send your hips more to the left. Yeah, so it's half moon variation, right? Right hand to the left wrist. Reach your left fingers. You can use your right hand to like pull your left fingers over to the right a little more. And then try to lean your left ribs, rotate them like up to the sky and backwards. Left ribs up and back so you open across the chest. Yeah, push into both feet. Inhale, come back to center. Release your hand, your wrist. Exhale, other side, take the left hand and grab the right wrist. All right, big breath in here, push into both feet, reach the right fingers high. And then exhale, reach up and over to the left. Breathing. Yeah, nice. Okay, both hip bones straight forward. Lean the right ribs up and back. Open across the chest. Push into both feet. Reach the right hand a little bit more to the left. Inhale back to center. Release the hands. And when you exhale, goalpost the arms. Pull the chest through. Yeah. And really, really, yeah, nice. Like pull those elbows back. Hips forward. Open up. Yeah. Push into the feet. Inhale, reach straight up high. And when you exhale, swan dive forward, like we're dancing it through, remember? So arms out wide, take up space, hinge from the hips and fold. Release your head, drop. Take a breath in, halfway lift, chest forward. And when you exhale, keep drawing the chest forward, send the left foot back behind you to a low lunge. So chest forward, 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 left foot come all the way back. Lower the left knee, untuck the left toes, and just drop your hips down and forward. Crawl your hands to the right thigh. Yeah. So push your right heel down. And then think about pulling your right hip backwards and your left hip forward a little bit. Just drop your hips, let them like release towards the ground. Yeah. And the next time you breathe in, take your right hand and reach it forward and up and back. Follow it with your gaze. Maybe look at the right hand and bend the left knee. Maybe you grab onto your left foot with the right hand. Maybe not. It's like I never know with my body these days, but if you happen to grab the foot, gently hug it in towards your bum. Continue to just release your hips either way. And breathe, of course, yeah. Focus on your breath. If you've got your foot, gently release it down. And release both hands down to frame the right foot. Tuck your left toes and lift your left thigh. Take a big full breath in, left thigh high. When you exhale, perch. So reach your hands forward, pinkies down, thumbs up, push into the right foot, and then you can just come to that forward fold, left heel to bum. So lift your left leg up and then little hamstring curl, left heel to your butt. Drop your head, drop your chest, yeah. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the left foot to meet the right foot. Halfway lift, inhale. Low lunge, exhale, keep drawing your chest forward, send the right foot back this time. Right chest forward, 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 right. Yeah, lower the right knee, untuck the right toes. Release your hips down and forward. Draw your hands to the left thigh and breathe. Lift your chest. So same thing here. Push your left heel down, right into the center of the heel. And then try to pull the left hip back a little bit, right hip forward. So you square your hips towards the front of your mat. Yeah, reach your left hand. Inhale it forward and up, back behind you. Follow it with your gaze. And then maybe bend the right knee. Yeah. So if you feel a lot of pressure on your right knee, usually means like more hip stretches. The more flexible we become, the hips, the psoas, the easier it is to drop the hips down and forward and get the weight out of the back leg. Yeah, release the back leg if you've got it. Both hands come up to frame the left foot. Inhale, tuck the right toes, lift your right thigh, find that strong lunge. And then exhale, perch, reach forward, forward fold, right heel to bum. So you're getting a hamstring stretch on the left side. A little quad stretch in the right, but everything from the hips to the top of the head. Chill, drop, release. And then lower the right foot to meet the left. Take a breath in, halfway lift, chest forward. Yeah, exhale, forward fold, let it go. Push into both feet. Inhale, reach high to the sky, all the way up. Right hand grabs the left wrist, half moon, up and over, hands right, hips left. Inhale back to center, reach straight up high. Exhale, other side, left hand grabs the right wrist, reach up and over. Take a breath in, back to center, reach straight up. Take a breath out, push into the feet, goalpost the arms, and lift your chest, elbows back. Big inhale, reach high. Huge exhale, hinge from the hips to fold. A little different this time, halfway lift, breathe in. High to low plank, breathe out, plant the hands, bend the knees. You can step or float, but elbows straight back behind you. Upward facing dog from here, push into the tops of the feet and your hands, pull the hips forward. Lift your chest, open up, inhale, pull the fronts of the shoulders back. Exhale, down dog, push the hands forward, pull the hips way up and back. Yeah, right leg high to the sky, breathe in, reach up and back through the right foot, breathe in. Push into the right hand as you exhale. See if you can just come up onto the left pinky, left thumb faces up. Push into the right hand, inhale, maybe lift the right leg a little higher, lift your left hand. Breathe. And if you can, start to hug right heel in towards your bum. Reach the left hand back towards your right foot. We're just playing. If you happen to grab your foot, maybe you kick the foot up into your hand. And just playing. Reach in opposite directions, inhale. Lift the left hands up, lower it down. Exhale. Right leg high, breathe in. Right knee to nose, shoulders over wrist, breathe out. Shift the shoulders forward over the wrist and then step the right foot through your hands. Low lunge, back thigh lifted, right on the ball of your back foot. Rise up, crescent lunge, lift your arms, big breath. Yeah, inhale here. When you exhale, goal post the arms and lift your chest, pull the chest through. Drive the elbows back. Navel to spine, inhale, reach straight up overhead again. And then exhale, expand open, warrior two. Right? Complicated, simplify. Complicated, simplify. But see if you can keep your breath steady. And the movement as full out as you can do today. Now, hips stay low. Inhale, reverse, reach your right arm up high. And then exhale, just come all the way down to low plank. Let it go. And through your vinyasa, upward facing dog, breathe in. And downward facing dog. Whoop. Breathe out. Inhale the left leg up and back. And breathe here. Push into the right foot, push into the left hand. Maybe you come up onto the right pinky. And then bend the left knee and maybe reach your right hand around towards your left foot. Get the foot, kick it up. Breathe. Steady gaze. And reach in opposite directions again, breathe in. Lower the right hand, breathe out. Left leg high, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist, however that went. Let it go, just step the left foot through, right? Be here. And then rise up, crescent lunge on the ball of the back foot. Arms up high. Shift your gaze up and breathe. Nice big inhale. Exhale, goal post the arms, lift the chest, drive the elbows back. Next inhale, reach straight up high. Exhale, expand it open, warrior two. Gaze over the left fingers, drop the shoulders, just be. Yeah, hips stay low, reverse on your inhale, left arm high. And come all the way down, low plank. Exhale. Vinyasa time. Until you find your way back to downward facing dog. Or you rest when you need, grab water when you need, right? All the things when you need. If you don't, be here and focus on your breath. Next inhale, rise to the balls of the feet, heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, pull the hips to the back of the mat. Feet to hands, step or float. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. This time, big toes together to touch. Push into the feet, reach high, inhale. And when you exhale, hands to heart center. Palms together to touch. Dancer's pose. We'll push into the feet, reach both arms high, breathe in. And when you exhale, shift your weight to the left foot, big toe, little toe heel. Bend your right knee. Reach your right hand back towards the big toe side of your right foot. So right palm faces to the right. Grab the big toe side of your right foot. Yeah. Knees in towards each other, hip bones forward, chest up high, inhale. Then when you exhale, start to kick your right foot into the right hand and drive your right knee back and up as well. Upper body's kind of along for the ride. Keep your chest lifted. Kick your right knee up and back. Lift your chest, kick back, and breathe. 5 full breaths, your breaths. On your 5th exhale, or maybe your 6th exhale, simply lower down and release. Just come to stand, hands at heart center. Yeah, same thing, other side. Inhale, reach both arms high. And then exhale, lower the left hand down from the palm of the left hand out to the left. Bend the left knee, grab the big toe side of your left foot. Just to set up your alignment, bring the knees in towards each other first, hip bones forward, chest high, inhale. And then keep drawing the hip bones forward, tailbone down as you kick back. You're just creating a little bit of space for your lower back by thinking hips forward, tailbone down, even as you kick back and up with your left leg. Yeah. Lift your chest, big full breath. Now take 5 of those breaths on your own. And again, on that 5th exhale or your 6th exhale, and simply lower down. Big toes together, right at the front of the mat, hands to heart center. Do that one more time each side. So set it up. And then once you feel like you're really in the pose, like this is as big as it's going to get, 5 more breaths. Then you switch sides. Yeah, we'll meet here, hands at heart center when you're done with both. There's no rush. Your practice, your 5 breaths. Now push into both feet. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, just hinge from the hips, fold all the way forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. High to low plank, breathe out. Upward facing dog, inhale. And this time, lower the knees, push up and back to child's pose on your exhale. Find your way to child's pose. Yeah. Release your muscles from all that work. Take just enough effort to rise up to a tabletop. Breathe in. Exhale, knees underneath the hips. Yeah. Take a breath in, tuck your toes, lift your thighs, complete. Exhale all the way down to your belly. And come up to Sphinx pose. Walk your elbows in behind the wrists, lift your chest. You're just on the forearms, lift your chest, release the glutes. And this time, look over to the right shoulder and slide your right knee along the floor up towards your right elbow.
Yeah, just bend the right knee and lift your knee up towards the elbow. Drop your hips. Take your left hand, reach it up and over your right arm. And then drop the left cheek to the mat. Yeah, so you're just leaning over onto the left side. Release your right knee down to the ground. Take a breath in, reach your right arm up high. You look at the right hand. And then when you exhale, reach the right arm across to the right, open up to the right. And maybe look at the right hand there as well if you can. And just turn the palms of the hands to face down. And close your eyes. Notice where you can stop working. You can physically let go or mentally just release whatever thought. Simply allowing yourself to open. Right where you are, for the palms of the hands to face up. And then inhale, lift your right arm and hand straight up. Follow it with your gaze. Exhale, right hand on top of the left hand. Follow it with your gaze. Simply let every single muscle release right here. Exhale. Release again, exhale. And then take just enough effort to come back up onto the forearms. You can keep the right knee where it is. Take a breath in, lift your chest. And then exhale, lower the right leg down to meet the left. Push in the forearms, lift your chest up and forward, inhale. And then look over at the left shoulder, exhale, slide your left knee along the floor up towards the left elbow. And take that moment before you do anything else to just see if you can drop your hip bones down and forward. Yeah, then take the right hand across the body, up and over the left arm. Lower your right cheek to the ground. Inhale the left arm high, look up. And then exhale, send the left arm out to the left. Follow it with your gaze if you can. Turning the palms of both hands to face down. Full release. Own the release. Yeah. Nothing to do here. Okay, just enough effort to turn the palms of the hands to face up. Inhale the left arm high, follow it with your gaze. Exhale, left hand on top of the right hand. Again, follow it with your gaze and simply drop every single muscle right here. Rest. And take just enough effort to come up onto your forearms. Lift your chest, nice big breath in. And exhale, lower the left leg down to meet the right. And take a big breath in, lift your chest up high. And this time when you exhale, just lower forehead straight down to the ground, elbows out wide. Just enough effort to release the glutes, bend your knees. And simply windshield wiper the legs back and forth to one side, ankles to one side, and then ankles to the other. And shins to one side, and then the other. And come back to center, lengthen out the legs. And just pick a side, roll over onto it, and come all the way to your back. All the way around onto the back, yeah. When you get there, hug your knees straight in towards your chest. Release the length of the spine to the mat, back of the head all the way to the bum. Happy baby. Grab the inner arches of your feet
Ankles over knees, or take the arms out wide, hands behind the knees. And just push down with your hands so the tops of the thighs come a little closer to the earth. And if you feel like your hips are starting to pop up, see if you can just release. And find stillness here, or a movement, maybe rock side to side. Maybe explore lengthening one leg out and then the other. Finding your way back to center if you're in movement. Hug your knees back to your chest. Big squeeze, inhale. And one more time, dance like everyone is watching. Take up space, lengthen your legs, let your feet flap open. Turn the palms up, arms by the sides, so you're open across the chest. Really big breath in here. And when you exhale, simply let all of that effort go. Drop the muscles off the bones. No effort. No need to dance, just practice letting yourself be. My kids are still obsessed with the Beatles. I feel like this is going to last for a while, particularly Let It Be, which they still continue to belt out. And it sounds like Let It Pee, but what are you going to do? We're just going to let it be. Right? So start to wake up the body, find your way to a comfortable seat, however you want to get there, but continue to see if you can just let things be. So you don't need to put in any more effort or thought than it takes to get up to a seat. And if you notice more effort or thought coming up for you, it does for me often, maybe just practice seeing if you can let all that extra stuff go. Once you find a comfortable seat, Anjali Mudra, palms of the hands together to touch. Thumbs to the center of the chest or the heart. And inhale your thumbs to the center of your forehead, seat of your intuition. Always taking that moment to seal your practice any which way you'd like. Maybe setting an intention for the next time you want to get on your mat. Allowing yourself to release something that doesn't serve you. Just see yourself without judgment. So taking that moment to do whatever it is and to see and thank yourself. Namaste. To resist singing, let it pee. Yeah. I'll stop you recording before I